Welcome to Module 1 Guiding Principles from ECE. This is an overview of the first of 7 learning modules. Each module will have a brief overview video and the same format when you enter each of the modules. It will start with an overarching description of what the module is about. It will include the module overview video. That's what you're currently watching. This will be active throughout the semester, so if you need to refer back, you're more than welcome. It will have the learning objectives from the course syllabi specific to the module. And finally, it will conclude with the to-do items or your complete items. So scrolling back to the top, you see that you're in Module 1. Over on the left-hand side, you will see you're in Module 1. And again, submodules are read and watch and complete, and this will be consistent throughout the course. So the National Association for the Education of Young Children, or NAEYC, some people will say NAEYC, is a national organization that promotes high-quality early learning for children ages birth through age 8 or 2nd grade. This module also introduces you to your 10-hour observation requirement and the corresponding assessment. This is not due in Module 1. You will refer to the course schedule and be able to view when there are 2 components of the observation and reflection assignment is due. The learning objectives for Module 1 include 4. Describe NAEYC's position for developmentally appropriate practice. Often we use the acronym DAP. So again, describe NAEYC's position for developmentally appropriate practice according to the published core considerations, principles, and guidelines. And the naeyc.org website will be one that you reference quite frequently throughout this course. The second learning objective is to explain the impact of State of Delaware licensing requirements, what we refer to as Delicare, and the NAEYC guidelines upon early childhood education. The final 2 objectives, again, are specific to your observation and reflection. So you're going to participate in a variety of observations designed to reinforce key issues in early education and to summarize and report your findings. The to-do list includes several things. Every module and your course schedule will also include these reminders. You're going to complete all of the read and watch materials. Every module will have a different volume of read and watch materials, so it's a good idea to click into the module and also refer to your course schedule to help with your time management. The review, complete, and submit the complete items, that's that second complete submodule, or your assessments, include the introduction discussion board, the course observation overview review, and your Module 1 review, which is a +1 opportunity. And we'll remind you of what that is specifically when we look into the read, watch, and complete components. So, Module 1, 2 submodules, read and watch, and complete. So let's look at what we're reading and watching. When we click in here, we can see that there are 6 components to this submodule. The first being Chapter 1, which is entitled You and Early Childhood Education. Chapter 1 in your textbook has a PowerPoint presentation included here, so it's good to consider how you're going to use this tool. Some students will have the PowerPoint presentation up while they're reading the textbook, and remember it's a PowerPoint format, so you do have the opportunity to type notes at the bottom if you choose to use that tool. Another way that students will use the PowerPoint presentation review is to use it as a review or a study guide for exams. So lots of ways to use that. Your required textbook reading for Module 1 is Chapter 1. The PowerPoint is a supplemental support for you. All right, the second component here is how do regulations and guidelines support high quality early child care and education? And you know in this component there are 2 items. So we're going to scroll down. It's reviewing the professional program standards for preparation programs, such as the Del Tech Education Program. You have a +1 opportunity, and we'll come back to that. And down at the bottom for this module is those 2 items, your NAYC 10 program standards for early childhood education facilities, as well as a really great video. This is your author, Dr. Morris, of our textbook, and he goes into and introduces the standards in a video format. All right, so going up, what is a +1? A +1 opportunities are activities that will enhance your comprehension of course materials. It's going to apply the information from your reading and viewing and prepare you for future assessments. It will support your success in this course. And if you choose to do the +1 opportunities, your course instructor will review and provide you feedback. This also creates another way to communicate with your instructor. +1 image, the hand with the point finger up and the plus on the back of the hand will indicate these opportunities. You will find at least 1 article, video, or activity in each of these learning modules that have this opportunity, and know that these are non-graded activities. For Module 1, your +1 opportunity is to review NAYC's position statement on the importance of having state agencies regulate childcare. And below in orange, you're looking at guiding questions, things to think about. And this again will be a standard format, not just for +1, but for other read and watch elements of the course. So again, this is optional. If you choose to do it, you'll find that option to complete in the complete submodule. Okay, scrolling down, the next component is promoting child development and learning, So NAYC defines developmentally appropriate practice as an approach to teaching grounded in the research of how young children develop and learn and in what is known about effective early education. So you can see this is a hyperlink as I move the cursor over top. Continuing in this component, you have 3 links that you'll need to review and read. The position paper on DAP, or developmentally appropriate practice, the key takeaways about DAP, and effective teaching strategies. This last one will be helpful when you're doing your observations for this course as well. Now there's 3 items in there, so let's check this out. If we scroll back up and we look in the third component, you can see there are 3 items. In the final component, quality childcare and early education, it stands alone. So as we scroll down to this, you will find that this is reading. It does take you to the website, but this is the introduction to your observation and reflection. This gives you a brief overview of the assessment requirements. And for this course, you are going to do video observations. So we've done the read watch. This is quite a number of things to read and watch. So a good pattern of time management will have you clicking in to read and watch, and also referring to your course calendar as to what is due in the upcoming week so that you can pace and time manage yourself appropriately. All right, the second submodule is complete. So away we go. And we know from doing the module introduction that you're going to find 3 things in here to do. At the top it says 0 of 4, but every time you click into something, it's going to give you the representation that you've completed that. Okay, so if we go back, we breadcrumb back, now you can see that D2L is recognizing that I have simply clicked into that. Right? I have not even read it yet, but up here is just a visual checklist of things. This first document is your discussion board assessment supplement. Please make sure before assignments are due that you are thoroughly reading the assessment supplements so you know the direction that you're going into. Note again in orange that it's suggesting that you refer to the course schedule for specific days and times, that your initial post and your responses are due. These do have 2 different due dates. Your introduction discussion is here. You will also need to reference the Delaware Early Childhood Career Lattice for this first discussion board. The objective here is to get to know each other and what are some of your professional goals. So you will be answering these questions. Take time before you start your discussion to review the assessment supplement. You can see this is a discussion form, so it is an assessment. The next one is your course and observation review. After you've done the Getting Started module and you've looked at the observation requirements, you're going to click into this review and you're going to complete that. And then you have your Module 1 review, which is that +1 opportunity. We hope that this has been helpful. If you have specific questions, you are encouraged to contact your course instructor.